Hello, this is David Dean. Welcome to the Goblin Cafe, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons in space. Yes, we are doing D&D Spelljammer. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy what we are doing here, and help spread the word about this channel. Any questions or comments are greatly appreciated. And actually, I will do the quick recap because it was quite a bit last time. You went to a Harvest Moon Festival, also known as Day of the Dead, at Lord Tolomar's estate that you were invited to. You started off going into a Soothsayer's tent to get some predictions about your future, some good, some bad, some kind of in the middle. You headed inside. You ran into one of Chirp's old friends, Puddles, who is a brain puppy that has a new host that he's really happy about, a Gith Knight. And then you met some loudmouth dwarves, which you'd run into again later. Before that, though, you went over and saw a green slad talking to his friend Zem, a mattress person who was looking for people to help protect them from raiders, because evidently they're worth quite a bit of money or gold. And the green slad was assuring the mattress guy that he was the perfect person to protect him. You tried to persuade him otherwise, and it didn't work out. Jeez. And then Flo ran into some plasmoids who were looking to have her brawn to help deal with some people who hadn't paid some debts in the future. And then you Chirp went and tried to play the organ and started off pretty good and went sideways. So the hostess of the party kindly escorted her away from that. You ran into a few other individuals at the party, too many to keep going into, but you did get outside to the Circle of Beastly Rage, where the dwarves challenge you to a fight, where you put on some mask and you changed into an animal, polar bear, dinosaur, giant boar, or saber-tooth tiger, or a few others, and you defeated the dwarves. You came back in, did a little bit more mixing and mingling, and you were just heading upstairs where we called it to the end. And even though I did it, you still get your free reroll.
I like that. Right.
Yeah, there was quite a bit. All right. Yes, you are heading upstairs. You do notice running up behind you is Puddles, the Githyanki Knight.
Amazing.
Oh, Puddles.
Yes. Yep. Who has the brain puppy inside his head. Hold it. You weren't supposed to go up without me. Yeah, the ambassador isn't all that happy, but I guess we should talk to him eventually. And now you're at the top of the stairs. So what do you want to do, or what do you got questions about?
Tinkerdust is gonna like sidle up to Puddles and be like, so I don't know if you've heard this rumor, but apparently Prince Andrew's party got canceled. I think because of what's going on with the ambassador. So this is like the hottest party in town tonight.
Oh yeah, yes. He's really upset with it all going on, and there's still some fighting going on in the streets, but it seems like they kind of got it under control. And not everybody blames you. Not everybody.
Well, that's something.
Great.
They didn't have to cancel the party. That's totally on the prince. Like,
yeah.
I
mean, if this doesn't work out for us here on the Rock of Brawl, we also met this juggler man, and Chirp and I are like kind of want to join a circus. How do you feel about that?
That would be fun. Something different, something entertaining.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't write down a circus anywhere. When are we joining the circus?
In my notes, I have
no.
Prince Andrew's party was canceled, aka our fault, and then Chirp and Tinkerdust meet a juggler and want to join a circus. I believe his name was Plaguk.
Yeah.
And he was a juggler.
That had a skull mask on.
Yeah.
And it was just you and Chirp talking to him.
Yeah. Yes.
Got it. That's probably why I wrote down, I like put little stars by like all the things he could potentially do afterwards. Join the circus was not one of them.
You should
But I can
definitely
put it
add that
down
to the
now.
list. We could have a circus ship. What do you think, Captain?
I don't think I've done a circus before. That sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yay.
Let's see if we can deal with these more immediate problems first, though.
I feel like as someone who is akin to a monkey, I might have personal problems with being in a circus, but
Oh, fair.
that's
What if you run
Probably
the
just me.
circus?
I don't know that that's better,
That's fair.
but I mean, we did have options for like making it a cruise ship
It's
or
true.
a tour boat or whatever. I mean, if it were a tour boat, we'd actually need to know how to get to where we're going to.
That it's an adventure
Do the
cruise.
tours.
It's just we end up where we end up, and that's part of the adventure. I bet we could charge extra for that.
We do need to visit Capri, floating lakes and islands.
Mm-hmm. Princess Nebuchadnezzar was quite nice. She was hanging out with that juggler, I think.
Ah, okay. Although, most importantly, we have to go save the mattress people from poaching. But
I don't think they want to be saved.
they do want to be saved. They're just asking all of the wrong people.
I don't know. It seems like they were asking some pretty powerful looking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Looks
that
like they're
another?
going to get a lot of help.
Is that another mattress person in this room?
Looking over, you see a kind of a green room set up. The floor, although it's solid, looks like there's water flowing underneath it with like koi fish and other stuff
Very nice.
swimming underneath it, and a bunch of plants, and you have a bunch of little tables sitting out for dining. And you even see one of the servants in there playing on the piano. And yes, you do see a third Zem individual.
Chirp. Do you want to play that piano?
I do.
Excellent.
The one currently being played.
Yes. That's what makes me want to play it even more.
Okay.
All right, Tinkerdust is going to go up and she's going to try to persuade the man playing the piano. She's going to be like, "Oh, you're amazing. This is so great. Can you come over here and give me your autograph, please? I'm such a big fan. We're always looking for bards. We're looking at starting an adventure cruise potentially, and we're going to be looking for entertainment."
Oh, that sounds amazing. Try to persuade them to stop playing. So go ahead and do a persuasion or a deception.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to do. You know what? It is more of a deception. I'm going to do a deception roll because I don't
Okay.
actually. We're kind of full up on awesome bards with Chirp. 21.
Oh, that just happens to be he's right at the end of the song he's playing, and it finishes it up. Here, yes, and steps over so he can sign it on top of the piano.
Perfect.
Just slide.
The token. Phew.
It was
I've never
so
seen her
fast.
move so fast before. Total ninja.
Mhm.
Okay, and Chirp's just going to start playing, huh?
Yeah, just gonna play something awesome with like all four hands, like one of those like very dramatic musical pieces.
Yeah, I would think you'd be quite skilled. Go ahead and give a
Yeah.
performance check.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay, it's
Yeah.
not horrible. It's better
It's
than
not
average.
It's not great.
He's extremely shocked by this and doesn't know exactly what to do because you're one of the guests.
I'm going to keep
And
tugging at his arm and be like,
Go
"Oh,
ahead.
I'm like, let me tell you more about this adventure cruise."
Chirp, go ahead and roll either a persuasion or intimidation for him
I would
not
like-
to
I
try to
would like
get you away from it.
I'm gonna princess intimidate. That's an 11.
I only needed a
Oh.
10.
Woo!
Chirp. Princess Intimidate. Special power.
Big bug eyes just sitting there playing away. And yep, also come in, not sure what he's doing, what you're doing, but keeps looking over towards the ambassador, who you see at you see somebody in you would assume an illithid mask.
So clever.
Yeah.
Never tell it's an illithid under there.
Not at all. And did I put, nope, now you can see the name, and you do see him talking to two astral elves. As I said before, you really haven't seen any on the Rock of Brawl. And these, Captain Soliana and actually Scrimshaw, you would know these are very high-ranking astral elves of the Imperial Elven Fleet just by their dress. Nothing for the party. This is how they normally dress. Quite fancy. And they're having some kind of discussion. You do see Shantan, who came and got you at the beginning, the little kobold. All right, and Chirp's just playing away.
We should probably wait, right?
You
Seems like they're
mean until they're done chatting, until we're
Yeah.
done playing? Yeah.
well.
Well, we have
that
to listen to
too.
Chirp's song. It's so beautiful.
And you see Puddles, he's just sitting there,
Yeah.
testing out his new body. And you can tell he doesn't have his dance skills down yet, but he's trying.
Oh, Puddles.
So anything in particular? Let's see. his
Those three are
performance.
just really hard to read their expressions, so that we have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, everybody in the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will say, servant comes up, looks around, and comes over to the three of you. And excuse me, are you Captain Soliana?
I am.
Yes. There is a individual downstairs, Captain Gretdock, who has asked for your presence down on the dance floor.
Ah. All right. Soliana will take him up on that.
All right. Yes, right this way, ma'am.
What's going? Okay.
Are we splitting the party already?
We are.
Yes. Excellent.
Nobody's asked Tinkerdust to dance, so
Not yet.
So sad. She's eyeing the top of this grand piano though, because she's
Mm.
pretty small. She could probably dance on top of there, but she wants to keep the servant distracted so Chirp can keep playing.
but is it like up at like an open at an angle? Or is
I mean,
it
it
like
doesn't
closed?
look like it.
It
probably
can
would-
be either way. I'll let you decide.
It would probably be open because of the size of the room.
Okay. It's open.
I could hop up and slide down it.
No, that's what I was thinking of.
Whee! Soliana just disappears, doesn't say
Yep.
anything.
She heads downstairs. Anybody doing anything else upstairs before I start with Captain Soliana?
Me and Flo saw her. We were just like, okay.
Yep.
Just wave.
They're just sitting there. Ooh.
Like our two charismatic folks are too busy playing and dancing. So Flo, it's me and you.
Surprise, surprise.
Mhm. Well,
And
what are you two doing? Like, what do you appear to be doing? You're just standing awkwardly at a table eating.
Just chilling.
Yeah, sitting. Is it a sitting table? Are folks sitting down, or is this like
no, everybody is standing.
okay?
Cocktail tables, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
cocktails. That's the
stand
word
at
I was
this
trying to
table.
do earlier.
Cocktails.
Mhm.
Kind of wait, just like watching the piano, but like glancing over at the ambassador occasionally.
One
Whenever
of the
he's
servants
done.
will come over. Is there anything I can get you? Some appetizers or drinks?
Little
Talking to Scrimshaw and Flo.
little things in pastry cups or whatever. It's fine.
Sounds good. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. Already
Ah.
ate a lot downstairs.
All right. I'll be right back. And he takes off. Anything else up there?
Can we try to over eavesdrop? It's so far away and we're so close to the piano. Oh, they're probably also talking telepathically, aren't they?
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I was going to wait for you to get closer and closer and see if they could detect you trying to listen, and then no, you hear no sound.
I'm busy listening to Chirp's music.
All right. Captain Soliana, you head down, and a individual walks up. The captain extends his hand to you for coming out onto the dance floor.
He looks like it's Gret Doc for reals and not someone posing as him.
He is wearing a mask, but the hat looks the same, his captain
Okay.
hat, and same build and everything else. And you hear
Okay.
his voice. I am so honored you decided to join me on the dance floor.
Do you want to roll an insight check first, just in case?
You do? Okay.
In case it's not him.
Just in case he's planning on stabbing me. Oh, he's definitely not. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I got a nat 2 for a total of 9.
That too.
Yep.
Does he have a pink backpack on him by chance? Or?
It doesn't look like it. He is wearing a cape. Who knows what's underneath the cape?
Soliana will take his hand and join him. Captain Gret Doc, okay, you ready to return my ship?
No.
No?
I believe
Okay.
that the Golden Claw rightfully belongs to me.
The one that my crew gained through conquest over the dwarves?
Oh, yes, you most definitely defeated him. And then about 15 minutes later,
Debatable.
you were
In any
unconscious
case-
when I left.
In any case, it did sound like your crew had fallen on some tough times, and I already still have a ship, so I'm willing to let you borrow this for a bit longer. If you tell me what was going on.
Oh, there is so much going on, and actually my fortunes are quite going well now, which is why I've returned, and maybe we can do some business together since you do have a ship and capable crew.
All right, well, I'm certainly willing to to listen. Just seeing the messages come through. Tell us your backstory. Soliana will go for that. So where are you from? And so on.
Well, as you know from Torl, and originally saw you at the Star Dock.
Oh,
Which-
yes. That was a concussion or so ago.
Yes.
It's a little fuzzy.
Yes, and there's very few that know of the Star Dock, and that's the way we want to keep it. So since I proved to my employer that we could get goods in here and haul goods out of here, now we wish to expand that quite a bit. And if you have a empty hold on your ship, I definitely could do a deal where you could make a rather large profit taking some goods to Star Dock for us.
Oh, who is your employer?
The end of, I think you did admit, oh, now I can't. Okay, everybody else knows how. The Drow elf, I can't say, Drexel.
Dralaxel or something?
Drexel. There it is.
Okay.
Michelle. Yes.
Has Soliana heard of this guy, perhaps?
Yeah, when you were on Star Dock,
Okay.
you came in through Undermountain.
Yep.
Through the portals that the Githyanki were using previously. And you found your way in there. You met, I don't think it was Darth Axel, but you heard his name mentioned. You also
Okay.
met a little halfling named Olin. And they were working out trade between Star Dock and the Rock of Brawl.
Okay.
And they put you on what looked like a really poorly made, beat up little transport ship that had the beer on it to begin with, along with the other astral elves that had come across, along with the drow elves. And they seemed like they really didn't know what they were doing or understand that much about all this spell jamming
Okay.
before the ship got captured and you got taken prisoner. So yes, he'll go on. Yes, everything looked like it had gone wrong with that shipment. I wasn't on it. I was sent to retrieve what we could and find out what happened. And I returned with a ship of my own, beautiful sword from the Feywild, which I gave to my benefactor to alleviate some of the pain of the loss of the other kegs. And I returned with the shipment of goods that turned out to be highly profitable.
Did you bring back my friend's backpacks? They've been looking for those ones specifically, and no other ones will do, it seems.
We do have them on the ship.
Okay.
They seem to have been personalized a little bit, and I
Yes.
was hoping to run into you once again, so I thought it'd be good to keep a hold of them.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
So the cargo would be more beer.
That's not really relevant. It's just relevant to pick it up and get it where it needs to go.
Okay. Can you give me an idea of what this cargo is?
No.
Okay.
The less you know, the better sometimes.
Skeptical of that. But let's get my friends back their backpacks so we can talk.
Oh, of course, but I don't think we should be leaving the party or
No.
delaying, but maybe we could talk a deal. I think there would be, if you could handle the cargo we have going out, the profit would be about 10,000 gold to take it to Starduck, which is only a 2-day trip.
This does not sound like it's going to be a good and safe deal.
But does it pass IKEA space?
IKEA space.
Are we transporting people?
Oh, no, just cargo.
Okay. Hmm.
Put it in your hold and lock it away until it gets to Stardock, and life will be good. What do you say?
I should consult with my crew before I put almost certainly illicit material on our shared ship. But there are possibilities here.
All right, sooner the better. If we get that on the deal done, and you could let your crew know to start loading it as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll go chat with them.
Excellent. It has once again been the most marvelous time making your acquaintance.
It's much nicer without ball bearings everywhere.
And grease.
And Soliana will depart upstairs after the song ends.
Excellent. He'll do a little dance. Let's see. Give a performance.
Ooh, where's
Okay.
that?
Oh, he rolled in that one, so he trips and falls.
I got a 5.
You fall down too.
Oh,
Graceful elves.
Oh, so graceful.
so graceful.
Soliana stands up, shakes
more
her,
of a-
brushes herself off, says, well, that was familiar.
Dwarven
You
jig.
beat me to the comment. That was deja vu. Hopefully it doesn't always end like this. All right. He'll kiss your hand and say, maybe I need to take a break from the dance floor. I look forward to hearing what your crew has to say.
I'll talk to you soon.
Excellent.
Amazing. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was going to make you roll a disadvantage after he got the 1 to see if you tripped over him, but you rolled the 5. So.
100% did.
Oh, the expectations of going to a dance at a manor and the reality of it. All right. You're up and Captain Soliana can head back up with her crew.
Yeah.
Um,
So what
in
did
the
he want? And did
atrium.
you stab him in the side as revenge?
I have not stabbed him. He did sell the sword to try to recoup the costs of the beer that we sold.
That sword was
under-
worth way more than any of the ale was ever
I
worth.
know. I wasn't terribly invested in the sword, if I'm being honest. I don't do a lot of stabbing.
You could have sold it to that other
I
guy.
could have taught you how to stab better. We could have worked on it.
That's true. That might have helped a lot in that fight.
We have a magic weapons buyer, like that we've earned a lot of rapport with. So
He did hold on to your backpacks because, well, whose backpacks was it? It was Tinker Dust.
Tinker
Tinker
Dust
Dust
and
and
Chirp, who are now at the
Chirp.
table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did hold on to Tinker Dust and Chirp's backpack with the
Yeah.
intention of returning it to us, which I feel is a sign of good faith. But he wants us to transport some cargo. No questions as to what the cargo is. But it's a
What-
2-day job in theory, and it
So,
pays
but an
10,000
illegal
gold.
job.
Almost certainly.
I don't like him.
Mm. Or possibly
Seems
dangerous.
nice.
He tortured Chirp's brother. His arm is still in one of the backpacks.
No, that
Hopefully.
wasn't the
Those are
drow.
dwarves. Yep.
They took the arm. We could have put it back. Probably couldn't put it back, but
I mean, he'll
Principle.
like molt a few times and grow an arm
They
back.
were with them. They left you for dead.
yeah, but how are we supposed to know that the cargo isn't just either one, all of them hiding in the boxes to ambush us, 2 explosives, 3 infected things full of disease,
Mattresses.
illegal substances that they will then tell the authorities that we're carrying to frame us.
Are they giving our ship back? Also,
Pardon?
are they giving our ship back that they stole?
He did make the point that they left functional and we were largely unconscious on the ground, on the floor of that place. So maybe they earned it through conquest the way we earned it through conquest. But I figured since they were having such a hard time to the point that they had to stoop to stealing backpacks, that I would allow them to borrow it a while longer.
We could earn it back through conquest.
We could.
Yeah. Yeah. We should
I like that. But let's go downstairs and fight him.
Probably don't
Yeah,
want to
let's
do
bring
that
them up.
right now.
Mhm.
I don't
Oh,
know.
oh, wait. Yeah, we should probably wait for the others.
So
After
what-
this song, we'll go down. We'll go and get our stuff through conquest. I can't keep a straight face.
Why?
Amazing.
So why are we doing this for him in exchange for what?
10,000 gold pieces?
So it's probably, if that's not just the bold-faced lie and he's trying to kill us or frame us and then just take our ship anyway.
They tried when we were fighting, from what I remember as a player, they seemed to largely try really hard not to kill us. Like we kind of forced their hand a lot of the time to try to escape at all.
I definitely tried to set them on fire.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like murdering
have
us is not
escalated.
his intent.
Okay. But we could still either be caught by the authorities carrying something bad, whether they tip them off or not.
Yep. There are risks.
Don't
And-
like him.
If he's on the up and up, it's probably worth way more than 10,000 gold.
Probably, yeah. He works for Jarlaxle and Toril, if that name means anything.
Mm.
Ah.
Yeah.
We
You
should
could ask
definitely
Ren about
call
that
the
guy.
other two. I don't know if Chirp would ever know who a
That's true.
Jarlaxle is, but Tinker Dust,
Soliana
come
will try to
over
make.
here.
I totally like stroll over. When I see Captain Soliana coming back up, I kind of go over. And that the servant guy just doesn't know how to move Chirp. I think he's just at this point, he's like, this is so
No, he's
awkward.
staying back.
Yeah.
And why don't you give another performance check, Chirp?
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh.
23.
Woohoo.
Now,
Nice.
now you're a little rusty to begin with. And yeah, now you're pouring it on. And Puddles is really getting into it. All right. Are you still talking at the table or?
Well, so what are we supposed to do? They're going to bring a bunch of crates to load up on our ship?
That would be the plan. Yeah.
The astral elves are moving away from the ambassador.
And Shantan will run over to you, the little kobold assistant. Excuse me, the ambassador would like to speak to you now, if possible.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that first. We got to motion Chirp over. She's got to be part of this. Chirp.
Oh, okay. I'm coming.
Yeah, come
Don't
on, Chirp.
forget to take a
Let's go.
bow.
Oh, she
Mhm.
bows and then she goes and she just gets up and leaves.
All right, head on over. The Illithid ambassador slowly looks at you and is quiet for a bit, and then does it float? Yep. And then you hear him talking in your heads. Your reconnaissance mission has turned into a rather serious event here on the Rock of Brawl.
I would argue that it already was a serious event. There were people being experimented upon in a basement. But yes, it's a much more public, serious event now.
Yes, I'm afraid I'm going to need your help once again due to the events going on. Basically, a civil war among the Illithids is now occurring upon the rock. And I am now able to leave here like I was planning on for my meeting tomorrow. And dear Chirp, I believe you had brought up that there was an Illithid that you had for a tutor. Is this correct?
Yes, it is absolutely correct, Mr. Ambassador. Friend.
And do you still know where this individual may be located?
I think they're still back home. They were when I left. I don't know. They get holidays, 4 weeks holidays a year.
Well, in
you know,
order
vacation.
for, we need a representative for the meeting to take place, and it needs to be one of my own. Is there any chance of you returning to your home and seeing if Puddles can encourage him to take the meeting for me?
Maybe at some point. We have a pretty full calendar. They were talking over there about some stuff, she says, pointing to the rest of the party. I wasn't privy to anything. It was really loud playing the music, but maybe at some point me and Flo are gonna go home on a whirlwind wrestling tour.
This is quite urgent. It deals with recent events of a dying star and the planets that are attempting to deal with the issue and the last survivors left on those places. So the more urgently you could move, the better.
We've heard a bit about that already. What has been going on?
Zanzarian space, the star had died. There was attempts to keep it alive by draining other planets. This has left a blemish upon the astral elves, as it is one of their own who attempt to do it. Most of the astral elves who usually patrol space here and other places have gone to that sphere in order to help with the evacuation and establish, at least for their own members, new homes in other spheres. But there's also a large number of Illithids who are now, thousands of them seeking new homeworlds. And we want to keep things kind of as they are here in realm space. And if the meeting does not take place, we could see a large increase of many races coming here, causing quite havoc and turmoil. So, do you think you could have him represent?
I don't speak for my tutor. I don't want to say yes or no. I mean, I'm sure if you contacted them, they could they could decide. I don't know. Like they've got a pretty easygoing contract, lots of time off, good pension, that kind of thing.
I'm
When
sure
is
if
the-
you mention my name, and Puddles will explain the situation to him. I don't think you'll have a problem with Puddles going along with you on your ship as a member of your crew.
Can Puddles join the crew, Captain? Please.
I am still very fond, if in a complicated manner, of Puddles. When is this meeting? How long would it take us to get back to your homeworld? Chirp?
And she like thinks, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the asteroids that follow the moon around Toril and the
Mhm.
Tears of Saloon. But you can't do that light speed through that area because most of it has rather large asteroids going through it. So it would be about 2 or 3 days. Chirp not knowing, because not being part of that discussion, or actually anybody but Captain Soliana, you would know Stardock is kind of in that direction as also being a member of the Tears of Saloon. So, but it would probably take about 3 days to get to Chirp's homeworld.
Okay.
And even if you did stop over at Stardock, it would probably only add a day.
Okay. Does Soliana know anything about like what usually gets traded at Stardock? I imagine it's a fairly broad swath of things. And that won't
Stardock
be-
had just been taken over by the Drow.
Okay.
They had cleared out the Githyankies that was there
Okay.
and Red Dragons.
Yeah.
And now it's a new port for a new organization.
When is the meeting?
The
Soliana
meeting
lost the
will take
ambassador.
place with 7 days.
7 days? Okay. I mean, this is feasible.
Excellent. It would be a great benefit for everyone of the sphere for that meeting to take place.
Well, let us confer and we'll get back to you. And Soliana will like pull the crew away a little bit to
Of
chat.
course.
Although I mean, he can listen, but it'd be rude to
Can't
do
listen
so.
to you because you have the ring of mind shielding on.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
At least
I
not
take it you're
brain.
letting him speak
Yeah.
telepathy to you.
Yeah.
But you
We
can
should probably
turn that
go back
off at
to
any
our
time.
table.
I eventually
the
remember to
guys
do so.
right here
Oh,
don't
yeah.
hear us.
He's
Yes.
promised some appetizers, so go back to his table.
Oh, right. We're covered in
Yeah.
pastry.
Puddles is kind of looking to you and looking to the ambassador and looking if he should go over with you guys or not.
Just hang on. You just stay here for
Yeah.
a second.
Wave them over.
No,
Join
you
us.
just
Mixed
Hold on,
signals.
it's not
Stop.
conferring.
He's part of the crew.
Not
Oh, I
yet.
am? I'm part of the crew now?
We have to.
Oh,
we
this
have
is
to
going to
just
be great.
This is
we
what
have
the
to finalize
conversation's about.
details.
Soliana just gives up. Puddles is part of the crew now.
Yay!
He puts his hand on his sword. I'll be the best crew member you've ever had.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm a little bit confused here, says
Yep.
Tinkerdust. Well, she's like these are people and their star is dying and they need a new home. So like they're refugees. And the Illithid ambassador is like, no, they can't come here. And that's what the meeting's about.
It sounds like it might be more like logistical, like where can we put people in sustainable numbers?
He's just concerned for the Illithid numbers, though.
Probably, yeah. And if there are a bunch of factions in Illithidum, and a lot of them do want to eat everyone's brains, and only a few want to get along with us, then we probably don't want a huge influx of Illithids. Rock of Brawl probably doesn't want a huge influx of lithids either. I mean, we could be here or we could just go off somewhere else, I guess. It doesn't have to be our problem. But yeah,
It's a general
careful
problem.
allocation of
Mhm.
things that eat your brains seems reasonable.
Okay. Okay, because I didn't catch the whole. I got distracted, but yeah.
You might
No
have other
worries.
ideas of where they could go instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like, if people need a home. Now, granted, people that just want to eat brains and murder other people aren't like, I can understand the hesitation there, but understandably. But yeah, I just was a little like, this is just a little, yeah. Okay. Well, we can go to the meeting anyway.
And destroying people's stars kind of sounds like a bad idea. Like,
I don't even think we are going to the meeting. We are
Yeah.
just getting a new person to go to the meeting, which is getting Chirp's tutor. The problem isn't your planet supposedly under siege by Duragar and other people? Like, it's not just sort of a matter of like, oh, let's go over to Chirp's planet, go talk to this guy, and then leave. Like, we have to break through like an armada, or
You got Pop's arm.
Celine, it's fine. And we're beating her up tonight.
that's not gonna take care of any of the ships stationed outside of Chirp's planet, right?
What? No, you kill the leader, then the rest of them stop. That's how it works.
Hmm.
What if we disguise ourselves as a circus ship? No one will suspect the circus ship.
That's not gonna help. That also is not gonna help.
But doesn't everyone want to like even people that are occupying a planet, like wouldn't they want to have a break and come and join this, like come and see the circus?
We would be better off on a dwarven ship. In fact, if we could get
Hey.
Kretok to give us back that dwarven ship that he took by conquest, that would be a better disguise to get onto Chirp's planet.
Hmm.
And then we just also keep it.
That's right, Chirp. And Tinkerdust, we're getting your backpacks back.
Yeah.
You just gotta beat up Gretdock, and he's downstairs.
He's willing to give the backpacks back. He held on to them in order to return them.
did he share his backstory?
A little bit. A little bit.
He took the sword that we rightfully owned and sold
Yeah,
it.
He stole my sword.
Yeah.
He did.
I think the scales aren't balanced yet.
No, that's true.
There's a lot going on in Walt's face.
There's a lot. There's a lot of
Yes.
options
I
here.
put so many asterisks. So
Keep adding them on.
I'll talk to the ambassador.
Hmm.
We could go off and find an astral dragon.
Why were we?
There was a cult of the
the
dragon
cult.
guy.
Oh no, I don't want to inflict
Who
that
wanted to
cult
meet
guy
a
on perfectly
dragon.
nice dragon.
Yep.
They seem fine. They seem like
interesting.
dragon fans.
Yeah. Have you
They
met
had-
fans? They can be the worst.
They had great literature. The
And
literature
he
was
just
so
like
good.
floating out in space. Maybe he doesn't realize he's got fans.
The
I feel like
trifold
if they're just floating out in
pamphlet.
space, that's probably like they probably want to just be left alone out there. You know, otherwise you'd hang out by the Rock of Brawl and collect some fans.
We'd have to go and ask. Go find an astral dragon and ask him.
Hey, Astral Dragon, did you know that there's this Rock of Brawl that you could hang out on and like lots of people will like you?
Well, yeah, they want to meet you. I think we don't have to even have the astral dragon go anywhere. We just have to find where it is, and then the fan can go find him themselves.
I don't want to inflict that guy on a perfectly nice dragon. Just
If
seems
we
mean.
incidentally find one between here and Stardock, though, we'll just write it down on a map. Take that back.
Derby dragons.
Good. We could go on behalf of Flo's friends and Big Boss to go break some people's knees.
I don't think we should do that.
Uh,
But they need our help, and we can help them before we leave.
They're gonna have you break people's knees. They're not nice.
I get in the fights all the time. It's
Boned
fine.
creatures do
You-
need their
you-
knees.
Mostly get into fights when you have no choice or the other party consents.
Yes.
They will not be consenting to you breaking their knees. And you probably don't need to out of defense.
Should we go talk to those nice astral elves in the really pretty clothes that just left? I mean, maybe they also need us to pick up someone for this spell, like wild space meeting. Maybe they also need somebody picked up, so we can just pick up their ambassador. Well, we're picking up the illicit ambassador.
We probably
going and
shouldn't
doing these
tell.
other things.
We shouldn't tell them what the ambassador told us,
No.
just because we don't know how, secretive that information is.
In my experience, the astral elves that like stay in full regalia all the time, no matter the context, usually not the most personal individuals.
Maybe they just need a hug. Tinker dust.
Try.
They don't really like hugs.
I
Probably
could
not.
definitely go offer a hug, but I don't know. There's like a mattress person over there that looks way more huggable, just saying.
It's fair. Where's them?
Where's them?
Okay,
Who-
well then we'll just have to put Zem's thing second in the list, but we swing by IKEA space on the way back.
Pick up some meatballs.
I was just gonna say, can we pick up some meatballs?
I was waiting for that
Thank
joke.
you. Thank
Thought
you.
I'd hear
Shel.
it last time.
So
Or
Sure,
there's a
once you get in, you
maze
get
in order to
lost.
get out of IKEA space.
Mhm.
Keeps taking you around to the start.
we definitely
Also-
need the wild space orrery before we go to IKEA space. We'll never get
Absolutely.
out. Okay.
Do we have to assemble something together?
And you get one wrench.
So then we are for sure going to help the ambassador then.
I mean, I vote. She raises all four hands to help the ambassador. But we're a diplomatic crew. I'm just one voice. But I am a
You're-
princess.
we have been operating under the assumption that he does mean well. And if that is the case, that I would like to be helping him.
Can
Interesting.
we actually do it?
It sounds like we like logistically could get there and ask the person.
Even though the two ladies who were kind of sworn to kill us are trying to take it over. I mean, we have to visit there anyway, right? To save it?
Well,
Yeah,
just to bring you up, I know it's been a long time, but you've only been on the island 10 days now. The dwarf who was recruiting ships to go had already had like 2 or 3 ships agree to it, but they were claiming that the thri-kreen were invading the place in 14 days, but is actually obviously them invading the thri-kreen. So that would be 4 days from now. But you don't know what happened with that plan since the guy doing the recruiting got taken out, and you had a bunch of notes from him. Also, Chirp's brother, Pock, because Chirp refused to go back, she sent her brother back in her place. So there was a warning given to them that this was taking place. And also there was one branch of the thri-kreen that was evidently looking to put themselves, overthrow Chirp's mother and become the new leader, but that warning was also sent at that time.
So we don't know exactly the state of it. So it might be okay. Also, we could still die today.
Yeah, it's
Are we
true.
protecting
Then-
those orbs from
Maybe we
Some of
don't
them-
like stress ourselves out too much trying to figure out all of this if we're just going to end up dead anyways.
Maybe we put the orbs back
Plan.
on our boat and just leave. I mean, they're coming here. We don't have to be here when they come here. We could just leave, take the orbs and go.
take the orbs to
tell
where
anybody.
they're gonna be?
Well, later. They're gonna be here right now. Maybe they'll like come here and they'll eat and drink a lot, and then they'll like their tummies will be like, this food is really good, but maybe it'll disagree with their tummies. So like, well, maybe we should like take a break and just stay here and rest up a little bit until we feel a little better. Because you can't go fighting people and slaughtering people when you got a tummy ache. At least I hope not.
The ambassador didn't promise us anything
No.
for doing this.
It kind of seemed like he was a little upset about how everything had gone unraveled.
We don't
the
owe
previous
him.
day.
That's our fault.
That's not our fault. That was an unruly mob that we freed. I fail to see how that's our fault. So I guess the only consideration is what is in that cargo. Because we
The
could do that too if we
question.
wanted to.
We find out after conquest. We kick their butts first as a warm up, and then we make Celine. And that'll make
That's
everything
true.
easier.
That's true.
Those animal masks were really fun.
They were,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because we could just say we're going to go help them and then go aboard their ship that was our ship. Where's the cargo? On the stolen dwarven ship
Unclear.
or
Probably. I don't know.
a warehouse maybe?
It sounded like he was impressing that he wanted to get it loaded right away. So it's probably close by. For
We
the
can't
docks.
do it unless we know what it is. As much as he cares about the secrets.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
It's
I
pretty
figure we
dramatic.
could also just peek. Um,
What if it's crates full of brains? And then it's just going to attract all the illithid to us.
Yep. That would be a bad time. What do we want to do?
Well, we're still at the party, right? We could just talk
Yeah.
to more people. Seems like there's a lot of work to go around, so maybe there's a better opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess by something shiny.
accepted this time sensitive one for the ambassador.
We've
But-
gone off to discuss. I don't think we've accepted it.
We had to tell him.
Yeah.
We accepted puddles.
Of course.
They didn't have the heart to send him away. Look at him pout.
It'll be fun. Come on, you gotta get me out of here.
So excitable.
I don't want to get kicked down a drain again.
Oh.
It'd be harder to do.
Puddles is
Figured
going to be
out-
safer with us.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. But
hug puddles.
Aw.
Little tiny robot.
He just falls totally into it. It's like,
Oh.
Yay.
usually people are creeped out by your four-armed hug, but he really seems to love it. Puts his
that
head
was
on your
Tinker
shoulder.
Dust, though.
Tiny
Little
robot.
No
Tiny
bot.
robot hugs. Awesome.
Oh, I thought that
Okay.
was Chirp. Sorry, it's
No.
Tinker Dust. So.
No worries.
Okay.
Chirp, get in on this.
So that's up to you, Soliana, if you want to tell the
Yeah,
the
Tinker Dust
ambassador.
is just hugging his knees. So.
Yep.
So do we want to try to talk to the tutor?
I kind of want to give Pop his arm back.
Okay.
I kind of want to see your homeworld also. Chirp and Flow.
Yeah, I want to check out the surface. I actually haven't checked out the surface before.
And I want
Wow.
to check out where you live underground. It's gonna be great.
Yes, it's amazing.
Okay, let's.
Seems dangerous, but okay, yeah.
All we need to do is just like ask this tutor if he wants to go to this, and then
Puddles
You
will do all the talking, presumably.
Yeah.
So,
I
right.
can't remember your tutor's name. I was trying to.
I'm frantically trying to remember. I'm sure I said it at some point. I'll have to go back and try to figure it out.
Eh,
All
it's a
right.
nickname, a weird nickname. Their real name is.
tutor
Who's
McTutorson.
proficient at wisdom?
Pardon?
Or not proficient at wisdom, proficient at insight. Anyone?
I am.
If you're proficient at insight, go ahead and give a check.
Tinker does.
16.
All right. Yeah, puddles seem to react a little bit when talking about your tutor. Kind of like he's trying to look away from you, like, don't know nothing.
Puddles.
Who this
Puddles.
tutor is? What's going on?
What's up, Puddles?
Oh, I don't know. It's just, well, it seems like he knows who your tutor is, knows who the individual is, and seems to have some trust in the individual already. But I didn't tell you that. Oh.
I mean, he's a great guy.
Well, he must be. Look at you.
I mean, I turned out okay.
Yeah. And you helped me. So yeah, you're a good friend to the illithid. That's something you can brag about on your job resume.
Not publicly right now, though. Maybe
That's
Puddles
probably
keep that
not-
down. Yeah.
Soliana will like keep her attention fixed on Puddles and point out, like, I wouldn't expect the ambassador to just like pick some random illithid that he'd heard of at some point. Like, I figure he must have had a pretty clear idea of who this was. Is there anything else you know about this?
Just that he was exiled from the illithid before, and it's probably why he's hanging out where he's hanging out.
Okay. Do you know why he was exiled?
No, I do not. I
A
just
little insight.
sure.
Ooh, 24.
Let him roll 2. But it doesn't matter because he's like, no.
Okay.
No, don't know. And, no, it doesn't seem like he doesn't know that much about that.
Okay.
I do have details about the meeting and stuff, but I promise I wouldn't tell about that. But that's all. It's really, really boring. It's really boring stuff. But
Okay.
the ambassador just really wants, he has very limited control over right now with the civil war basically going on here. And if more lithids come in, then he could end up losing all his power here.
Okay. All right. Chirp, do you have any idea why he might have been exiled?
He's really into lungs and not brains.
No, I don't. I mean, he didn't like to talk about it. Like, I asked a couple times, and he was all like, "It's not polite to ask why somebody got exiled." That was like lesson number 1 of diplomacy: is if you meet someone who's been exiled, you shouldn't ask why they've been exiled.
Okay. Good to know.
Only ask other people about what happened to them, but don't ask them
behind his
directly.
back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the polite thing to do so you don't embarrass him.
Exactly.
That's
Is
how
that
you
right
get
for
the
a princess?
accurate information.
Yeah.
All right. So what you want to do?
Talk to a talking mattress.
You go over and what do you say?
Say hello. My name is Chirp. We've met some of your colleagues downstairs. It's very nice to meet you. What is your name, dear friend?
Oh, you met Zem and Zem? I'm Zem.
Delightful, Zem. And who are your friends here? And she offers 2 of her like different hands to the 2 folks that are sharing the table. Are they all together, or they just happen to be like behind them?
They seem to be chatting. Zem seems to be talking to them more than they're talking to him. But the 2 just turning on their names so you can tell me I'm saying them wrong. And 2. Actually, these aren't too bad. The Herdozi, it looks like a older female Herdozi. This is Fall Strike. I've been trying to talk to him and his captain, Tal Morn, trying to get some help for my people. But they don't seem too interested yet, but I think I got him. And you see Tal Morn and Fall Strike just basically ignoring him while you're talking to him. Or maybe your crew could help out. I don't know if you ever been to IKEA Space before, but no, there's a lot of raiders coming to our planet. I'm not sure if you heard what was going on, but yeah, and you could help with the raiders that are coming there.
Yeah, for sure.
Perhaps out of character, Tal Morn sounds similar to Tal Dorn or Del Torn. Is there would that come across as like any relation between the two, or is it just purely coincidental?
Let's see.
Oh no, it's not at all. It's Del Torn. Never mind. It's not similar at all.
Yeah, it's Del Torres.
But in Chirp's mind, it's like those are awfully very similar.
It sort of rhymes.
They're
Del
both
Torn,
hobgoblins.
Talmorn.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
There's
Just
no
hobgoblin naming style, I guess.
This one looks much more militaristic. Del Torn is much more relaxed, playing the bard, enjoying life. And this one looks like he's just always ready for a fight.
My brain went to like Taldorn being the other one's name, and I was like, are they like related? Because that would be amazing to meet Del Torn's like dad and just be like, your son's terrible.
I know,
really nice.
Is that what Chirp's gonna say when we meet?
Oh
him?
my
know what
God.
he's been doing.
She's gonna go up to Del Torn's dad, who is like the nicest person in all of wild space, who like feeds wild kittens and like rescues space guppies, and be like, your son is terrible, and just walk away.
Okay, so next up on the list is find out where Del Torn's folks are.
Yeah, but you don't know. You haven't talked to the
We've
individual
never
yet.
met.
So.
Okay.
But Zim, yeah, we're looking for crews. As many ships as we can get. We can't offer much, but you know, the more the merrier. And you know, if you defeat the raiders, then you get whatever the raiders have.
What other life forms are in IKEA space? They're like chairs that also need help.
Oh, there's a bunch of different. Some of you call it like your little friend there. The one with the shiny exterior. Constructs.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if highly advances that one. That she looks just amazing.
Three of
but
our
yes.
crew have shiny exteriors.
Yes, I know. I was like, that's the majority. Yep. Yeah, there's a great amount of different creatures. It's just most of us, while we have an intellect, most of us are not very warlike, and our lack of limbs seems to hamper our ability to defend ourselves.
Yeah, that'd do it.
So
Yeah.
sad.
You're very
I mean, we can
soft
try
and
jump
appealing.
on them and push them down, but that's all we got. That's about it.
That sounds like
Hold
fun.
yourself over their face.
Hey, that's a great idea, Scrimshaw.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll remember that. I would take a note if I had hands or a pen. All right.
Great.
So what do you think? Off to IKEA space? It's only about, a 30-day journey from here. It's a little ways off, but we could have a great time, and you never know who you're going to meet.
We have some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask about the raiders. What do you know about these raiders? Like, have you seen their ships or what they look like, or do you know anything about them?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of them look like all these new creatures I'm meeting and seeing here. I think a lot of you call them humanoids, and others, they're from different planes and stuff. But no, planes of existence. But yeah, unfortunately, most of them look like creatures here. Although I can't remember ever seeing any of, I think you're called thri-kreens.
We don't.
For some reason, they don't seem interested in mattresses.
Don't sleep.
Oh, okay. That's so we can get more of your people. That would be great. They have no reasons to hunt and kill us. Do you have access to an army or more ships?
I was just thinking about that. It's like, wait,
I mean, I could.
new plan.
New plan.
I mean, we were going somewhere in a couple of days.
Yeah, I could totally ask Mom if we could borrow some of the army to go and save your planet. Yeah.
Oh,
we could do that.
that would be
do it.
wonderful.
Yeah. she's gonna ask Fallstrike and tell more and be like, hello, new friends. So we've just met. Nice to meet you, by the way. Are you interested in helping them and aiding in their brave quest?
They give you a little bit look of a kind of disgust, since like there's no profit in that for us.
Insight check, please.
Mm-hmm.
Where's insight? There it is. Yeah, they seem. Look at you.
Yep, it seems like what they're saying. Not enough money into traveling that far. So anything else with them?
No.
I saw Captain Soliana went to talk to the ambassador.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go off to confer and then just go somewhere else instead of letting him know. So I just went over and said, yeah, we'll get Puddles to the tutor. I think she'll leave it at that.
Excellent. I wish you safety on your journey. It is quite important to help stabilize the sphere.
Wish you luck in maintaining order here.
No worry. We will do our best. And I'm sure when you return to the rock, things will calm down by then.
I hope so. She'll say goodbye and then return to her party.
All right. Puddles go, yeah. I'm part of the crew. What's my job? What am I?
What are you good at?
I don't think you like what I'm good at, but
Okay. What else
Try
are you
us.
good at?
Try us.
No, don't try us.
No.
We would like
yeah.
to stay in our own brains.
What is
Thanks.
that form good at?
evidently fighting. I mean, this sword is awesome. I mean, look at this thing. He whips out this
Nope.
beautiful
Put
silver.
that down. She'll like grab his wrist and put it back in the scabbard. Not here. But okay, we'll have you talk to Thunderdome, and he can help you figure out how to use that thing.
Oh, great. Yeah, that would be awesome. And you could probably tell when he pulled it out, it was way wide and a little clunky.
Yeah, looks like it was gonna get real dangerous real fast.
Yes.
Puddles, was that body alive when you took it over?
Yes. Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be. Okay.
Yeah, not my option.
But when
You
you're
got-
finished with it, it's still going to be alive?
Well, I mean, the brain will be gone when I move on, but the rest of it will be fine.
Do you have access to their memories?
A little bit. I know a little bit about, I think I know about fighting.
I don't know if I
Okay.
want to know his previous hopes and dreams and desires.
Yeah, that's
Make me
fair. I'm more
sad.
concerned about like immediate
Okay.
friends and family that might be looking for him.
They're like tactical information.
Yeah, I've just been focusing on how to make the body function and stuff. And he has some powers of his own that seem really interesting. Still learning how to use those.
But Puddles, when we're done this adventure, you got a pinky swear that we're going to fix the body and maybe maybe find a cleric or a paladin or something and get this person back with their family and happy, right? Everybody wins.
What if he goes back to trying to kill me? Because that's what he was doing when I took him over.
It's true. Well, maybe we'll hide you and then we'll have a discussion and we'll figure out the things later. But you got a pinky promise
Pretty
that you're going to do
expensive
take good care of the body, and when you're done with it, you're going to give it back better
All
than you
right.
found it.
I'll let you figure out how to do that because I got no idea. But yeah,
I don't know either. I'm just
Sorry,
good
go ahead.
aligned, and I want good things.
What was happening immediately before he started trying to kill you?
a mob of people
Okay.
were charging the embassy and started to force their way in. And a few got in and started cutting them. They cut down a few of the Elithids and Umber Hulks. And then the force of us came in and fought him back.
Okay. I was a little worried it was going to be like the scenario where it was some guy just minding his own business and then Brain Puppy's like, and then he was trying to kill me. I had no choice. Cool.
I mean, it sounds like this man was seeking death. So yeah.
Doesn't sound like that to me, Ticker Dust.
Angry mob, you go and charge into the Illithid ambassador's palace and attack Illithids. Tried to kill Puddles.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not against bringing him back, but I don't know if I feel
You're not going to
strongly
lose
about
sleep
it.
over it.
No, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Puddles
Okay.
didn't ask to be made what he was.
It's true.
No.
Probably.
Well, Puddles, did you ask to be made what you are? A brain puppy?
Oh, no. I think I was a farmer down on Tworrel. A lot of the memories are a little vague, but I do remember doing farming and down in the trees and spending time in the fields.
Well, we should see about those orbs.
Yes.
Protecting
so much to
the
do.
orbs at this party.
Yep. So,
All right, Sam. Well, maybe we'll be able to help you later. We got some things to finish first, but we'll be in touch.
Give us
All
Once we get
praise.
the army, we'll help you.
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate that. All right, thank you. And okay, Talmorn, as I was saying, and he'll go back talking to the hobgoblin.
As we go, Chirp is just going to accidentally on purpose bump into the nearest elf, astral elf.
Oh, over here, these two?
Yeah, if they're still
yes.
there.
They are talking in Elven.
Yeah, it's a performance. So she's 19 to accidentally on purpose hit them, unless you'd prefer deception.
Nope. Performance will work for a nice little trip fall. And the elf who would, is that a priestess? I think it's a priestess. We're going to say it's a priestess. And she turns and looks at you and you should learn to be a little less clumsy. With so many limbs, I figure you'd know how to walk without running into others.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. I'm Chirp. These are my friends. What is your name?
I am the High Priestess Telmore. And this is my captain or commander, Astrodel. And she gives a little bit and just bows the head. Is there something we can help you with?
Oh, we were just, running into as many people as we can.
Of course. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll go back to our discussion.
But what brings you to the Rock of Wall? What is your backstory?
Tell us your backstory.
We are simply here trying to reestablish relations with the astral elves after recent events. And yourselves, what are you doing here on the rock?
Repairing our ship, actually.
Getting
Why
ready.
we were here.
Yeah.
And are you going to be helping with the evacuation of Zizarian space? Or do you have matters more pressing?
We haven't been asked to assist yet, to be honest.
With a star dying and planets full of individuals fleeing for their lives, should one have to ask?
But there's an entire planet of mattresses that are being killed.
Yes, I had a conversation with them as well.
Okay.
And the astral elf fleets will deal with that matter once we have dealt with the other.
How are you going to deal with that matter?
We shall establish law and rule over the area so that such poaching and raiding can no longer take place.
I mean, I guess astral elves don't need a sleep either. They
Mm.
don't have any use for mattresses.
Not much.
I mean, it's nice to like meditate somewhere comfortable.
Maybe
Yeah.
like a little yoga mat, but we haven't met any of those.
That's true.
No race of meditation pillows yet that we've met. Perhaps an IKEA space.
A really skinny Zim.
Zim.
Yeah.
I like that.
Tinker just wants to ask, are you coordinating? Is there somewhere where there's like a coordinated efforts to get ships together to figure out where to send people? You seem like you're organized and well connected. If there was a way a ship wanted to help, where would we report into?
Right now, we're just trying to get all ships we can into the area, evacuate such races as our own and others that are used to the astral plane, to locate there, while the other races that are more used to places like this, finding homes for them in the other spheres as much as this one.
Hmm.
But as far as formal, no, right now it's just getting everybody there we can as quickly as possible.
What's the timeline like for these rescue efforts?
Immediate. There's also, just in any crisis like this, it draws in the worst of the worst coming in to raid and pillage the planets.
Hmm.
Does it matter if the planet's going to get absorbed by a sun if they take resources? Or
The sun has been destroyed, has gone dead, and it took out the closest habited planet to it. But there was 2 other planets that were habitated, and the few survivors who have lived since the sun has gone out are still seeking ways to flee their planets,
Hmm.
while others fly in to ravage the planets of their resources and unguarded treasures.
And probably don't care too much about what happens to the remaining inhabitants that are also there.
They see them only as nuisances to be removed out of their way.
Where is this?
Zizarian space. It would probably be 15 days of travel through here on a normal ship.
Okay.
So if
Oh,
you would like to
mhm.
join, we would greatly appreciate anybody helping with the effort. Although any that come in and attempt to exploit the matter, we will hunt down and destroy.
Yeah, that's we definitely want to help, but we're just trying to understand how we can best do that and what the timeline looks like. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, most definitely. I
We
hope I
were-
find you on the right side of this issue in the future.
Tinker just like nods, and then she kind of like looks at Captain Soliana, and she's just like, wow, like she's just kind of like looking between them because she's like 2 different astral elves, and like
Mhm.
this one's so judgy, and like Captain Soliana is so chill. Like every other sentence is a warning to like not be a terrible person and exploit other people.
So Hannah just sort of like minutely nods, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of them.
Yeah. You definitely get an extremely lawful, neutral vibe from them.
Yep. Oof.
hear me out, though. We rescue some of these astral elves. take them all to IKEA space where they aren't going to sleep on any of the mattresses anyway. So we're just bringing more like help to stop poachers.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I was thinking the same thing. We just update our plan slightly. We go back to Qatal and we get one, we save it. We get one army. We go and help the Astral Elves. We get two armies and we go to Sam's planet and save them with two armies.
I'm with Flo right now. This is working
Sounds
really
good.
good.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
And then we're heroes. And that's
This
all the
week-
profit we need.
Rescue only creatures that don't sleep.
Rescue everybody.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
have
Illithid
Chirp's
don't
mom's
use beds,
army.
right? They just like hover in pods. I don't know.
Do Illithid sleep floating?
Do they sleep?
Tinkerdust looks at Puddles.
Puddles. Does your master
Puddles,
sleep
tell
in
us
a
the
bed?
secrets. Does he hover when he sleeps?
Who are you talking about?
The
The ambassador.
ambassador.
Never thought about, but I'm going to say yes. They just hover.
Great.
Puddles,
we
do
can help
you
some
need to sleep?
Illithid.
Puddles, do you need to
So-
sleep?
Yeah, get the Yankee. We lay down. We sleep.
Ah.
But most of us live our lives in the astral plane where sleep isn't required. That's one of the things I figured out from them. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that. I've never been to the astral plane. Right now, when I'm out of the astral plane, though, I need to get a good 8 hours of sleep, or I'm just a mess.
Okay. Should
Where
we
to?
like talk to Lord Talamar and find out where those orbs are being kept so that we could properly protect them?
Probably.
They could have been stolen by now. We don't even
Probably
know.
long gone.
Sort of imagining he's had like means to protect him, like protect them. That's why we brought them to him. But yeah. we should check in on that.
Because we also need to get them back for Charmin.
Yep.
'Cause her soul is in one of them.
Yep.
Wait,
Hoping
what?
that's- Yep.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. There's a lot going on.
I thought we already saved her. What?
Well, her soul now.
Yeah.
Saved her
Mhm.
body, but no.
Yeah, there's not a super time limit on that one. We just don't want the orbs to be stolen. Because then
Let's
it's
go
really
find
hard to
him.
get them back.
I'll ask like a passing servant to tell Lord Talamar that so Captain Soliana and crew would like to speak with him at his earliest convenience.
Let's see. Yep, there's a guy right there. I do believe I saw him go into the main ballroom area, miss, and I will inform him right away.
Thank you.
And he will start heading on down.
Do we want to be anywhere in particular when he turns
Mhm.
up?
Are these the kids that we saw before?
Yeah, with Gavin. They all look like they're about 19 years old, and they're just laughing and joking, pointing at people and seem to be making comments. And every once in a while, kind of dropping food over the edge of the rail on whoever walks below.
Oh, shitty teenagers. Got it.
I mean,
Can I'd like to sidle up within like 30 feet. I'll sort of like nod at Chirp to come with me and use Chirp just to like help obfuscate what I'm doing. And then I just want to cast the Gust cantrip the next time one of them tries to drop some food and just blow it right back in their face.
Beautiful.
All right. I'll give you one shot. They were going to do something, but go ahead. I guess we need to properly time something, a spell. But that would be your spell casting skill, which is wisdom for you. So just a wisdom check.
Okay. Proficiency or no?
Let's see.
I would love to roll a spell attack with
Yeah,
Gust.
it'd basically be a spell attack. So yes,
Okay.
with proficiency.
Ignore the thorn whip part of this. Oh shit!
Boo!
It's a
I don't
nat
think
20.
he can beat. I mean, he can crit, but
Incredible.
I'll roll it over
He's
here.
going to choke on the hors d'oeuvre he was trying to drop
Yep,
down
you
there.
perfectly.
Goes right up his nose. There are 2 baby carrots sticking out of his nostrils now.
Yeah. All right. Wasn't planning on you doing that. When you come around the corner, one of them, we'll say Thomas here. I'm not sure if I ever told you the 2 other names, but Thomas, he sees you, but the other 2 are too focused on dropping something over the top. And when he gets ready to let it go, you just hit it perfectly and nails them in the face.
So Anna will wink at Thomas.
What? Why'd you do that? Damn it.
What's
What do
going
you
on?
want?
What are you talking about?
Very funny. Ha ha. Can't you
I
see
mean, you've
we're
got
just
a
trying
little
to do our
something
own
here. You might want to clean up.
thing? Yeah, I know. You could show a little respect in my own house.
You could show some respect in your house. Soliana's gonna walk away.
Come on, Soliana. That's like the ultimate okay boomer.
That's fair.
And you're
I am
so-
like
you're so
10,000
ancient.
year old.
You should show some respect to your elders.
I know. Well, she is about 5,000 years old, so elder,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, you hear them doing a bunch of mumbling and cussing and cursing behind you. He seems to be trying to walk forward and they're trying to keep him where he's at. Tell him, don't worry about it. Just get in more trouble with your dad.
Where do we
And-
want to be?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, get where you're going to get.
I think it's just upstairs, right?
Hanging out by the bathroom. right.
I mean, we could
Here.
go back to like this table.
All right. Lord Tolamar will come up. What? Whoop. People keep moving. Oh, you're back to that table. All right. In that case, over here. The guy's going to go back to playing the piano. And yes, I'm sorry, I haven't had enough time to talk to all of you. Things are rather busy tonight. Is there some pressing issue?
We wanted to check up on that cargo that we left with you last time we were here.
The item that you left here, it is nice and secure. I can promise you that. There's been no incidents or attempts at break-in. I do have extra guards on watch for tonight.
Okay.
Is there something else?
We will need that at some point. It turns out one of our crew members has something stuck inside of it. And she would very much like that back.
And so she was aboard the ship when the ladies were?
Yes, yeah. She was being coerced.
I have yet to discern the means in order to be able to use the items. I'm not sure if that would be even possible.
I think one of our crew might have figured out a fair bit about it. And we might be able to return the thing that she lost inside one of those things. And possibly return other things to people as well.
How did they manage to do that with the items in my possession?
There was some coded notes on them that they've been slowly deciphering.
He seems a little alarmed by that. You had not mentioned any notes about or any mention of that?
It wasn't totally clear what it was at the time. Things have been coming together and information has been aggregating rather quickly.
Well, those notes definitely should be delivered here so that I can look at them and understand them and then I can determine if I could help your friend.
What do you intend to do with the cargo?
Keep it under lock and key away from anybody possible until I can learn how to basically return what has been lost to others and then have them destroyed.
Okay, so we have the same goals then.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see if those anticipated guests turn up, and we'll take it from there. If they do or don't.
Where
At the
should
end of the
we
evening.
be
Yeah.
if they happen to know where the thing is?
Where should you be?
Yeah, to protect it.
Oh,
I mean-
I am keeping it protected. Don't worry.
Okay.
We're worried.
Yeah.
We're
A little
worried.
worried.
Yeah, if you were to attempt to enter the area to protect them, you would be attacked by my protections. So,
I feel like you can get us in. You're the boss. I feel like
Yes.
that's an excuse.
yes, I could escort you there, but right now, dealing with the party and everything else,
Okay.
it is not the most
Hmm.
opportune time. But when you get the notes and writings you have, I can definitely escort you down to where you need to see the item.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. I'm still worried. They're pretty sneaky. Remember when
Yeah.
Spider turned into
Oh,
a
yes.
little demon and attacked me? That hurt.
Yeah. Do you have like a set? Like, how tight is your guest list tonight? Like, because I heard that Prince Andrew's party was canceled.
Yes, that has
So-
caused a bit of conflict, more individuals coming than originally thought. But most of the individuals that have been going to that party, I do know personally. And we've been keeping watch as best we can. Many of these individuals are extremely powerful and capable individuals. So it might be even more secure now.
I just these two are very sneaky. They do things in secret that are terrible, and they don't really have any, as far as I understand, morals, because I'm a robot. But I was programmed with some programming, and what they do is wrong. And
laws.
yeah.
I have been dealing with them for years, and yes, they are the most troublesome individuals and very deadly. They enjoy the pain they bring to others and
Is it
definitely
warded?
need to be stopped.
Warded from fiends, perhaps? Like hallowed ground, maybe?
Spells to stop
Imps.
teleportation into this place I have placed. And there's others for detecting illusions and other things, but for every magical spell, there is a counter to it. So with the proper magical items, they could still pass undetected. It could be one of all you without knowing, which is also another reason I don't want to give away exactly what my defenses are.
That's true.
That's fair. That's fair, Lord Talamar.
Did you
I like
enjoy the Ring of Beastly Rage? I saw you out there having some fun with the dwarves who've
Yes.
eaten half the buffet by now.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. We were successful.
Ah,
It's a great way
Yes.
to channel some rage in a safe, mostly safe environment.
yes. We'll do some more battles later in the night. Maybe break out the T-Rex mass and have some larger battles going on.
Hmm.
Where's Maurice?
It's probably
He
like
just-
in the stables or something. It probably wouldn't have been
Just
polite to
been
bring him
eating
in
at the
here.
buffet.
Yeah, he's at the buffet with the dwarves. It's not actually the dwarves, it's Maurice. We ran out of meat tubes. So
Just randomly sticking his head in through the window, eating the food. Dwarves get blamed
Aw.
for it.
oh yeah.
I swear it's not us, it's a T-Rex.
He's the best boy. He's now getting the dwarves into trouble for us.
Did Del Torn show up and like make him a little sweater and feed him and take him out for walkies and give him all kinds of food? You're like, I'll stay home and dinosaur sit. Don't you worry.
Oh.
I want to put a sweater on him now.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
He needs a sweater.
Del Torn definitely knits
It's
some
cold
sweaters
in
in his
space.
downtime.
Of course he does. Damn Del Torn. He's so perfect.
Such a good person.
He is.
Such a good person. He's the worst.
All right, I'm Lord Tolamar. If you would excuse me now, I still have quite a bit to do and keep things going here.
Sure.
I do not
Thank
know
you
if the
with us.
prince will be coming tonight or not, and we definitely need to prep just in case. And Lady Carly is absolutely going crazy over the possibility of the prince arrival. That's the lady in the feather mask who was kicking Chirp off the organ earlier.
Yeah, kind of rude, but
And
she's got
out
a
of the-
job.
Yeah.
Stressed out.
Out of
Is
the
that
beast
Lord
ring too.
Telemar? Yeah. Is that Lord Telemar's spouse or is that just another noble?
She explained it that she was hired to be the hostess because Lord
Okay.
Tolamar does not really enjoy hosting.
He's the event planner.
Yeah. That's a good title.
Yeah.
For it. So if, Lord Tolamar will start backing off, nodding, and
Mhm.
making his heading off.
Okay.
So he doesn't seem to want to give up those orbs ever.
No, of course not.
I'm a little concerned. Yeah.
All right. So what you got
Sure.
going on?
We can't even get those papers. It's all the way back on our ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we certainly can't do that fast. But I mean,
Maybe
we
we should
don't.
keep exploring. How often do we get to like go around and like poke around rich people's places?
I mean, if you wanted to explore, there's like a guarded area across the balcony space.
Mhm.
Cool.
So it
Looks
looks like there's
promising.
like a box all the way at the end of the hallway.
That's tempting. I'm not gonna lie.
100% a trap.
Yeah.
Like out of character though. I mean, it's like, isn't it kind of obvious?
Yeah, you would notice because you've pretty much seen everything else that you've not seen any bedrooms yet.
Mhm.
So you might figure that's probably their living quarters back there. And you don't see any guests over on this side. So unless you want to walk all the way down the stairs, over and up the stairs, you got to go past Gavin and his two friends to get over there. And the astral elves, of course.
I wonder if Gavin knows where his dad is hiding the orbs.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
I'm sure his dad wouldn't have told him, but if you paid any kind of attention at all,
Mhm.
which is probably still questionable.
They might know, but yeah,
He's such a
Hmm.
jerk. He's yeah.
I'm gonna just shout like Gortilla in a crowded room and see who flinches.
I mean, maybe.
Try it.
Um,
come on, let's explore.
Okay.
Where you want to go? Puddles is excited. Come on. Where are we doing? I've never been
Puddles.
part of a crew before.
wow, you're so
Puddles.
cute.
Puddles,
so
read
precious.
minds. Puddles,
Yeah.
can you read minds?
Yeah, definitely. Well, for telepathy and stuff. But, I can't read what you don't want me to read.
Mm.
Only what you tell me.
Gonna roll insight on that. Well,
Yep.
100% believable.
He's
Okay.
or he's a mastermind and Puddles knows everything.
Puddles would
That's
never
going-
lie to us.
That's right.
I have an unseen servant.
Hmm?
I don't know if that'll help anything, but I have one. I've never
What would you want them
used
to
it.
do?
I don't
Carry
know.
a tray of snacks behind us.
Oh, I love that.
That's what unseen servants are for, right?
Yeah.
That's what my creator used to use them for. Literally just carry snacks around.
Could just go into that empty hallway over there and open doors.
Yeah.
I think the guards will hear that. And
Yeah.
it might be warded against that kind of magic in any case.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, we could go dance downstairs. There's a whole bunch of other people we didn't meet yet.
Mm.
Did we hear any music or any like activities?
Oh
going
yeah,
on
it
from
sounds like
anywhere?
most people have moved to the ballroom, and the organ's getting quite loud and is playing dancing music. And when Captain Soliana was down there, she saw quite a few people out on the dance floor.
We did see out of character for a second. We did see Lord Telmer like take the orbs to the library. Like that was what we had understood, was that they were going to be kept in the library.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much Captain Soliana told the crew about the armor in front of the door.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. I only
yeah.
spoke to
I saw it
Scrimshaw
too.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only Scrimshaw saw. But I don't know if the orbs are moved because what was it? Scrimshaw got dominated and told Celine where everything was, and then we had to send the message that
Yeah.
so they know the orbs at your place. Might want to
Yep.
move them.
Hmm.
Yeah. Why would they just have one piece of armor to guard the thing instead of like a whole bunch of people?
Yeah, there might be stairs to a basement there
True.
as well. Or like an extra dimensional space. I don't know. Lots of
We could.
possibilities.
We could go to Captain Gretdock and grill him about what this cargo entails.
Yeah, we could do that.
Try.
Well, we could go to the ballroom anyway, because it sounds like that's where the party's happening. So
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, let's
And
head down there.
I'm not allowed to just beat them up.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Might be frowned upon. We don't want to lose our invitation in here.
True. Okay, I'll beat them up after the party.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is Chirp looking at the organ again?
Just longingly gazing at that beautiful organ. But dancing. at the same time.
Come on, Paddles, come dance.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You want to dance with me?
Yes.
So he'll go out dancing with you. Doing that, holding your arms because you're 3 foot tall and he's 7.
Oh.
I could just like sit on his foot.
Yeah, you could.
Like
He seems to be really enjoying it. Captain Gretdock was over talking to the Red Wizard and the Zem. But when you come back in, he'll look over Captain Soliana and start approaching her.
So you met Zem.
Yes, most interesting creature. I do worry for him and his fellow's fate.
Yeah, I tried to talk him out of telling everyone where their home world is, and he just wasn't having it.
Yes, he definitely seems to be a trusting individual.
Speaking of trusting, I believe my crew has some questions and some concerns before we can move ahead with the deal that we spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look to Scrimshaw.
I mean, you can't have us shipping cargo without us knowing what it is.
I do it all the time. That's how
Why would
most
you
of the
do that?
cargo goes in and out of Skullport.
Yeah, but you worked with the
Skullport.
people that have this stuff,
Yes.
so you could trust them. We've never met. I mean, we hardly trust you. And
Don't
this is
trust
for
him.
someone else that we've never even met.
Yeah. You knew I had the chance to kill you, and I allowed you to live as you laid
It
unconscious
doesn't mean
on
I'd
the floor.
loan you 20 gold. Like,
You left them to die.
yeah.
You didn't care if our captain lived or not.
Like, if you don't
Oh.
want to kill us outright, doesn't mean you wouldn't give us something that is super dangerous that you don't want your own crew to get killed by. But if it happens to us, it's not exactly a huge problem.
I'm loading the same thing on my ship. It's just don't have enough room in the cargo hold.
Our ship.
The ship that we are still lending to him. So we'd be traveling in parallel to the same place.
Yes, I won't be able to leave for another day or two as I arrange a little bit more, a few other items here. But if you could, load up as soon as possible and head out as soon as possible,
Hmm.
then
Is
it'd
it-
definitely be for the benefit of both of us.
Is it illegal cargo?
Yes, everything is legal here on the Rock of Brawl, pretty much when it comes to cargo.
Is it legal at Skullport?
Well, you'll be taking it to Stardock,
Is it
and
legal
we
at
own and
Stardock?
control Stardock. So yes, it's totally legal. Yeah.
I was gonna say inside check, but it's just like, nope, I don't trust them.
Is it something that would make Scrimshaw upset?
I mean, this is constantly.
We are not transporting anything living or anything that can be harmed, just goods for my brethren back on Toril.
Is it flammable, explosive, incendiary, poisonous, toxic?
I would not get a flame near it,
What are your
but
kin back on Toril up to?
I'm trying to maintain the new area we overtook in Undermountain.
Is it
And
weaponry?
the items on the ship will help us secure that area.
So it's weaponry.
I'd rather not say, but you can kind of tell yes. But please, I mean, it shouldn't matter as long as you're getting paid for what you're transporting.
We're not smugglers.
No, traders.
We've not actually established what
No,
Mr.
you're
Angeli does.
You're the shipment. You're the delivery guys.
Kind of like a yacht at this point.
Yeah.
Pleasure cruise.
Yeah. It's my job to do the trading and your job to get it where it needs to be.
Do you anticipate this being something other pirates might want? Like, we're going to have to fight our way to Stardock?
Well, everything has value, and I did not plan on my shipment of beer being attacked when it was coming here from Stardock.
That's a good
but-
point. You're not very good at anticipating that.
Well, nobody is in space. It seems like
I
a
think
lot of
Soliana
random
was-
things.
I think Soliana was about to take a sip of something, just spits it out. Sorry.
So do we have a deal?
It was 10
Easy.
Yeah.
grand. How much was that ship that they owe us for?
I don't know. At least 6,000 just for the Spelljammer alone,
Yeah.
or something like
Actually, Scrimshaw, you would know that a Scorpion ship is about 35,000 gold on its own.
Yeah.
And then, yes, you got the helm. That's another 5,000.
So it's only like 25% of what we're loaning them.
that.
And once you get to Stardock, there might be more opportunities for you there, depending on what my associates there have going on. As I said, we really want to keep the location of Starduck as quiet as possible. And since you're one of the few individuals that know its location already, it's just natural that no, you're a good individual to bring in on this.
I don't
It's a
really like
reasonable
them,
argument.
but if we help them instead of 2 armies, we could have 3.
Potentially, they might be a little bit occupied for the time being.
Mhm.
They
Gret
seem
Doc-
too opportunistic.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably how we're going to roll, to be fair.
But we're heroes.
How are you going to roll? Are you saying this to Gret Doc?
No, sorry. I was
Oh.
mostly
Little side
apply-
huddle.
like yeah, largely out of character with that comment too, to be honest.
I was like,
Like, we're PCs, we're going to be opportunists.
It's a low ball offer.
hmm.
well, I would be throwing in the 2 backpacks as well. I'll have them put in the cargo with it
Oh, whoa.
once
The
the deal is
backpacks-
made.
The backpacks are a peace offering. The backpacks have to come back no matter what.
That is true.
Mhm.
Yes.
Why did you take our backpacks?
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, and we basically were grabbing whatever we could.
My brother's arm was in there.
Yes, that was rather disturbing, and one of the reasons nobody wanted to keep the backpack.
Is the arm still in the backpack?
It's also a rusty hook.
Yes.
It's some other random stuff.
25,000 gold.
What?
25,000 gold. You offer
the backpack?
10,000.
You're going to
No,
pay me
for the whole
25,000 deal?
No.
No, but it has their brother's arm in it.
No, the backpacks are a given.
Okay.
And you give us 25,000 gold.
No, that's way too much. This is setting up whether you have the ability to keep to your word and be able to make the shipment. If you prove yourselves, there's more money to be made in the future.
What Scrimshaw
I don't
said.
think that's the vibe we're going for here, Gret Doc. I don't think that's the play.
Are you sure? There's
We
a
are
great
willing-
amount of
we
gold to
are-
be made.
We are contemplating working with you one-to-one, level playing field. We are contemplating helping.
Understand?
Yeah. So I don't think, I mean, okay, I out of character. I don't remember. I don't think we've done anything to suggest that we wouldn't do our best to keep our word. I think we've been very like on the level. I know I have been as on the level with him as I possibly could.
Yep.
So Soliana is taken aback by that, like visibly offended.
Yeah, it's more he doesn't know what you are as far as a transportation crew.
Yeah.
You know, are you actually going to show up with the goods or not? And, you know, can you handle yourself if you're attacked out in space?
What is the tonnage of the cargo? Like, how much cargo are we talking about?
Well, geez, what does
Sorry.
this is
How much does it weigh, DM?
What's the square footage? What's the no. I wanna
Will
say-
it take up most of the hold?
I used to keep all this knowledge at the beginning, and now I don't have it here on hand. It would take up 3/4 of your cargo hold.
Okay. So if we didn't do it, they'd have to make like 2 or 3 trips back and forth. Like their
Or
ship
we
is
have-
small.
Or they'd have to hire somebody else.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you would also know a Scorpion ship is great for battle, but it's not made for large amounts of cargo.
Yeah.
Where the Shark ship is kind of the perfect mixture between the two.
So they would have basically a challenging time getting all of this cargo on their own.
Mhm.
They would have to hire somebody else, have another ship.
That's why I still think 10,000 is a low ball.
You need to give us what Scrimshaw said. Scrimshaw gave you the number. You gotta give us that number.
For
Gotta budge a
25,000
little
gold,
bit.
I can buy another ship.
But it wouldn't be the Sweet Angeli.
I mean, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Your
Certainly
ship
not
is
one
worth
that size.
40,000. So
Yes, but there's other ships that are designed for cargo that are quite cheaper.
But we're really cool.
Yes,
do
I saw
tricks?
the ship, the beautiful decorations on it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that
Oh, wait.
was your doing. You are definitely a talented individual.
Yes.
That's easily worth the 25,000. Isn't that right, Scrimshaw?
I mean, it's a little telling you're not even budging.
Well, that's not even close.
Unless it's 10,000 platinum, and then we're talking.
Yeah, and then I'm buying 2 or 3 new ships with that. But no, I can go as high as 12,500. So 12,500 gold.
Fingerdesk looks at the grown-ups.
Yeah.
She looks at Soliana and Scrimshaw.
I mean, I have like absolutely no insight. I distrust him on principle. So I don't know.
It is worth noting that we do have a prior commitment to get to transport someone about however long it's going to take us to do that.
We don't have
But
to
it is in the same
transport
direction.
Puddles.
Puddles?
I mean, we're transporting puddles, but
Yeah.
On the way, right?
Yep.
We're not
Yeah.
This is
transporting
definitely
them, they're
like
part
an
of the
on
crew
the-
now.
on the route sort of thing. If we
Yeah.
trust him, it would be worth it because it's sort of, we're already doing it.
Do we have to trust him?
Oh, if you're heading that way anyway, then why not make money as you go?
It's a matter of trust and principle, Captain Gredtalk.
Oh, there's nothing on the shipment that would hurt you. If you
It
do
just
not
is-
want to do it, then fine. There's others who would like to make that much coin.
We could still shoot his ship down in astral space, so I guess it's worth it if we wanted to go that route.
So what do you say? Shall we make a deal? Make everybody a little bit of gold?
Do you want my backpack back?
How
My
much are we
pot
getting
The
up
farm?
front?
backpack's a given. How much are we getting up front?
Oh, none. It's all on delivery. I do not carry 10,000 gold on me.
I'm really enjoying watching all the shaking.
I was gonna
heads.
All
say,
the head
someone else is
shaking.
shaking their head with me now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's sparking.
Payment on delivery. Then you will be paid very well and have many opportunities for additional cargoes.
Has Tinkerdesk heard of Jarlaxle before?
It would be a difficult chance, but go ahead and roll history, I guess.
I was
It's
trying to
DC
think, 'cause-
20 for you.
Oh. How's a 16?
Nope.
Who's your crew again? Who are these people that we're trying to get become business associates with?
I am working for an individual that your captain already knows the name of, Jarjaxel, and he is an extremely successful trader. He does very well on Toril, and now we are expanding into spelljamming.
And you don't have any money to give up front.
No.
What about some kind of gesture of trust? A crew member or you yourself can come aboard. Make sure everything is level on the level.
To go with you on the ship? Yes, I have my 2 associates that you met before in the house and at the Rock Rat.
So
Okay.
One of
Hostage?
them could definitely go with you.
Mhm.
You know
Unarmed?
them, they know you. sounds like we have a deal.
As long as they come on
Bubbling in
armed.
the background.
And can we start the loading of the cargo right away? Do you have means to contact your ship to allow them to know that we'll start loading up immediately?
I do have the means, potentially, yes.
And I'll send my associate Washborn down there and he can oversee the loading of the cargo with your own crew. Make sure it's all done.
So, what do people think? Do you want to vote? I have sending stones, but we have one use. So if things go awry later, we won't be able to contact Zebo.
None of their crew should be able to board our ship because we don't want them putting stuff on it.
We don't want them taking our ship.
Well, we're not leaving
Make sending
until
stone
after
forward.
this party. Probably
yes.
a fair amount of time after this party. So I think we can start loading it tomorrow.
Can we load it tonight? And that way it's ready to go whenever you are ready.
You gotta pass double time if it's a holiday.
This is definitely a statutory holiday.
Well, also loading during the festival, there's less eyes down on the docks to see what we're doing. And that's always a benefit on the rock. Hopefully less people paying attention for when not knowing that you have cargo on when you leave here tomorrow.
Honeyhammer's still on our payroll, right?
Honeyhammer and 5 dwarves. Warriors.
Does she have detect magic? Can she like oversee some of this stuff? I don't
She
know.
had some like higher level spells.
Yeah, but
Cleric,
it just
I
needs a
think.
lead lined box and it won't do anything good.
Yeah.
And she does have sending as
Yeah.
a spell. That's why you paid extra to have the cleric on there.
I mean, I don't like the not getting paid up front at all. Not being able to see the cargo while it's being loaded. I don't know if I like the idea of a hostage because that is a spy in a different parlance.
Potentially.
Just pair him up with Deltorn. He can help clean the ship and stuff.
They'll become best friends. He'll just be like the sweetest thing.
Yeah. They'll probably knit matching leggings to go with the sweater for Maurice together.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Now we need to save the sending stone for an emergency.
Ideally.
I don't like it. Even regular shipments, you get some of it up front.
Don't like them, but we need the pink backpacks back.
We need the pink backpacks back.
And half the gold up front.
I mean, there's no reason why he couldn't give us the backpacks.
Right. And he said he would, regardless. Probably because there's a person's arm in one of them and nobody wants it on their ship.
And a rusty hook.
Gonna get backstabbed.
I was literally just looking at my inventory, like, what's in my backpack? A bell, a bloody rusty hook, some cartographer's tools, my chalk, my crowbar, my dice set, a peg leg, Pop's arm. It's a lot. There's
Well,
more.
I suppose just in the interest, I guess we could just vote and decide it.
Tinkerness will put her little. She'll vote. She's curious about what other opportunities we might have afterwards.
Okay, so who are the yays?
I'm raising my hand. You cannot see it, but I am.
D, you're not moving. You're just staring at us.
I'm just staring with dead eyes.
And then the nays.
One nay. Two
Two
nays.
nays.
Chirp.
Chirp.
Chirp is on the fence. So Chirp really wants to because she's like, they were really interesting and weird. And maybe this is an interesting story.
Chirp does
But-
want backstory.
And she does want backstory. She's desperate for their backstory since she met them, since they kept poisoning them and leaving them. But she really trusts Scrimshaw, and Scrimshaw's not happy. So she'd be like, look, we are a split vote. If you give us half the gold up front, maybe things can go your way.
As I said, I don't carry that much gold with me, and the money will be on delivery.
No.
Yes. But once again, once you get back to Stardock, there will be plenty of opportunities. You can even
We
visit
have a lot of
Toril and
opportunities.
head down into Undermountain or Waterdeep if you wish.
We have a lot of
We're
opportunities
busy.
already. We have a lot of things we gotta do.
I do have a lot of opportunities
You
already.
could roll a
Really
dice if you
torn.
wanted.
Roll
We're
a
busy
dice and roll a
saving
dice.
the
Chirp don't
planets.
know. Chirp doesn't know what she wants to do. All right, 11. She's like, but that does sound like a lot of fun. Okay, I agree, but I'm not happy about it.
Oh, you
Very
will be
close.
once our business is concluded.
All righty.
Okay, I guess we do it.
All right. Are you going to notify Zebo with the sending stone then? Or and he'll
Don't work on
call
holidays.
over one of his drow friends. And this is Washborn. I'll go ahead and send him down to the docks. If you could let your individual know he's coming.
Yeah, I'll use the sending stone.
All right. Is there anything specific or you're just okaying it? Or I guess you can, we're going to call the session here. So if you just want to type up what you tell Zebo
Sure. Yeah,
sometime in the next 7 days.
I will definitely remember to do that.
All right. Thank you all so much. Role playing heavy session. All right. Take care and have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.